Hello everybody, today in this video we're going to be playing Microsoft Flight Sim and we're going to be doing landing and takeoff every training session, and we're going to try and beat all of those training sessions with a C or above. Like, we're just going to do every training session in this video. So we're going to go full screen, and here I'm going to sponsor this with Hodis X. By Thrustmasters. Thrustmasters, you can get these like really cool thrust and yoke for cheap, like 129 for cheap prices. And you can get ones that are like really cool, and they've got buttons on it for like landing gear, steering, there's yokes and joysticks, and it's really cool. So if you want one, I will put a link in the description for Thrustmasters, and that's it for Thrustmasters. Anyways, so this is what we're going to be doing. Actually, no, we're going to be training, not landing challenges or takeoff challenges. Wait, is takeoff challenges even a thing? I don't think so. I don't know. But in this video, we're just going to be doing this. Alright, let's see what countries. Let's go with, so it would be in training. I just remembered. So, we'd want to go, what would it be, alright, we'd want to go with takeoff and landing. And then in this video, we're going to be doing taxiing, takeoff, dead sick, and we're going to be doing all of these. So first, we're going to go with taxiing. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, can we change our Cessna? It's training, I don't think we can. Alright, here we go. First training session. I don't think there is a rudder pedal thing on this, though. So, I think that is rudder pedals. I don't know. Anyways, there is no rudder pedals for this, really, but need those anyway. I just use the yoke to turn.
Taxiing refers to moving the aircraft on the ground under its own power. In particular, getting from the ramp out to the hold short point on the edge of the runway.
Ooh, that's a cool plane.
Steering on the ground is managed through the rudder pedals. That's right, unlike driving a car, we turn by using our feet. Okay, ready? With the throttle idle, release your parking brake. Okay. Now, gently increase throttle to get the aircraft moving. Alright. Use your rudder pedal to turn left and enter the taxiway. As you increase power, watch the tachometer and make sure to stay around 1,000 RPM.
So, I think this speed for me. This is a good speed. So maybe up till we get there, like this. It's parking.
Now test the brakes. Good. Brakes checked. Taxi to the next exit, then come to a stop. Remember to control your speed with throttle and brakes. See the crossing in front of us? Stop before it as if traffic was coming off the runway. Watch your speed.
Now we put brakes.
Alright, taxi to holding point Alpha 1 next. It's at the far end of the airport near the head of runway 21. Stay as close as possible to the taxiway center marked by the yellow line, and watch your speed.
Bit slow through this part, so I'm just going to speed up the plane a bit.
Watch your speed. After the right turn, come to a stop before the hold short point and prep for takeoff.
Alright, so this is a good speed to put down. No slower, no faster, this is good. How am I not moving? This thing's weird. My game is just wild. Okay, brakes off. I need to throttle more to go forward. I need to go full throttle to move an inch, like run. So weird. Anyways. And I still faster than I move. See ya! Alright, anyways. Brakes. Perfect.
That was good taxiing.
Thanks.
The next challenge will be to keep the aircraft under control while at full throttle for takeoff.
That's easy, man. Oh, wait, because I forgot we're only in taxi. B, that's good. I made C or over. Training main. That's only one out of all. This is going to be a full playthrough. Take on landing. Take off. Right now. Oh, this is going to be a hard one because I remember I have done this one and then it just, like, the whole plane just flumps to the ground instantly. I don't know why it's easier to fly, like, anywhere else. I don't know why this is just a glitch that flops to the ground instantly. Anyways, we'll try and... Alright. Seems like a pretty good runway to take off.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear. Next time, watch the runway and the approach. Now slowly taxi onto the runway and align the plane with the center line. Not bad. All right, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go. Use Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
What is happening? This is why I don't use rudder sometimes.
Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke. Pull back on the yoke and we're airborne.
Right now we should...
Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees. Maintain 75 knots and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time. Maintain 75 knots and climb to 5,500 feet.
Yes. Yep.
All right, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
Okay, how am I meant to maintain 75?
Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots. Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke. And we're airborne. Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees. Maintain 75 knots and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time. Maintain 75 knots and climb to 5,500 feet. Okay, 5,500 feet. You've reached your target altitude. That was a nice takeoff.
Finally, that was hey, ew, I actually did good. Anyways, that was pretty good. I did not even look left. Anyways, we're just gonna take what we get. That was better than I thought. All right, we're gonna go take off and landing. Dead stick landing. Yeah, no, I'm not good at landing at all. I'm not really good at like smooth landings. I can land, but not smooth. No, not at all. Like I said earlier, there will be a link in the description if you'd like to buy yourself a Thrustmaster.
For this landing exercise, I want you to focus on the yoke only. We're close enough to the runway to land safely without adding any throttle. Maintain a speed of around 65 knots. Pitch down if you're going too slow. Pitch up if you're too fast. Your airspeed at 65 knots. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare. To flare means to raise the nose of the aircraft to slow your descent for a softer landing, but without ever leveling off or climbing. The main landing gear will touch down before the nose wheel does. We're coming up on flare height. Resist the temptation to pull back. Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
That was a bit of a rough landing. Oh, I don't know if it'll kick me off there.
I think a bit more practice may be a good idea.
Center line? What am I meant to do? Am I meant to stay on the center? Oh, I can't stay on the center. It is a bit hard to do that. Anyways, landing without elevator. What was I meant to use? An elevator? What elevator? I don't know if they're talking about the same elevator I'm thinking of. Because I just landed without elevator. Elevator, whatever that was, I think. Oh, that was a bit weird. Okay.
In this landing exercise, I want you to focus on staying on the glide path using the throttle only. Smooth action on the throttle is key for remaining on the correct glide path. If you find yourself too high, reduce your power. If you're too low, increase it. Remember though, always make soft corrections. You don't want to overcompensate.
Speed up a bit. Speed up! Speed up! Speed up! No, you're gonna die. I'm gonna die. I should not have signed up for this. I did not sign up for this in general. What's happening? I'm like literally. Obviously I'm flying, but.
Now you can use the elevator to land.
Let me use the elevator. Oh my god. I was gonna die. I thought I could never use this. This was like actual flight school. That'd be crazy. Like this crazy lady said earlier.
Reduce throttle to idle. Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
the other planes. Is it like only we have to settle it?
You did well, but you can do better.
No, I can't. Alright, so what we're gonna do, take off a landing. Right now what we need to do is just a landing in general. Okay. We just do this? I can't do that, but I can do bow, bow, bow. I wish there's like a thing where I could click a button and already maintain 65. I think that, yeah, I swear that is on a real plane, but not in the game, I don't think.
My first instructor used to say, the best part of flying is landing in one piece. Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing. And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power.
I love you so much.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare.
How do I know if I'm 10 feet above the runway? It's not like this game even has something that says 10, 112.
Throttle to idle. Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
That was
Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
that was better when I could
You did well, but you can do better.
No, I can't.
Keep in mind that approaching the runway at the right speed is key to a good landing.
Yeah, see, it says, that's dead stick landing, and that's just landing in general. Follow up pattern. I wonder what a solo flight is. Guess. What? I cannot do that. I cannot do a full 360. let's just take a quick look at how ugly this runway is. How this city is. Yes. Alright, that's fine.
Okay, we're currently flying on the downwind leg at the standard traffic pattern altitude of 6,000 feet. It's a flight path parallel to the landing runway, but in the opposite direction. In downwind, you want to start preparing for landing. That means setting your speed and flaps configuration. Reduce speed to 80 knots. Maintain constant altitude and heading. The flaps provide extra lift at the expense of additional drag. This extra lift allows flying at a lower airspeed. Flaps allow for smoother and shorter landings. Go ahead and extend 10 degrees of flaps, all while maintaining current altitude.
How do I do that?
We're gonna fly past the end of the runway here. Keep going until you see it at a 45-degree angle behind you. That's your cue to turn left onto the base leg. Turn left onto the base leg. Try to maintain 1400 RPM. That'll also keep our speed around 65 knots. Turn left onto final. Keep an eye on the runway as we get ready for our final turn. Keep a stabilized approach and prepare for landing. Apply the brakes and stop the plane.
Why do I keep on bouncing? I'm not in a bouncy castle. Stop driving forward! This one's only on to the first. Scary.
That was all right. A little more practice will help your accuracy, though.
See, that's good, that's great. We're actually a legend. And training menu. Takeoff and landing. first solo flight. Here we go. Does it tell me how to do that? Because I hope it does. This is initially hard. I wouldn't really take off and land at the exact same runway. But that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna slope on the break.
It's time. Your first solo flight. I'll be watching from the ground in radio contact if you need me, but something tells me you won't. Your goal is to complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own. Remember what we covered in our previous sessions, and you'll be just fine. Good luck. See you on the other side.
Do I need you right now? That's a stop. That's a stop. Easy.
You did well, but you can do better. You're on your way to becoming one hell of a pilot.
Is that all? B. Thank God. Is that all? Come on, please tell me that's all. Let's go. That's it for today, guys. Bye-bye.